What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing great. In the following few minutes, I'll do a quick price prediction and price analysis on a NEAR protocol, abbreviation NEAR. I think it's a token, so the NEAR token technically. So yeah, we'll be looking at purely a technical analysis. I'm not really going over the fundamentals. I think NEAR protocol has a long future. I think their technology is one of the best in the whole crypto sphere. They've had a couple of awards for that. Market cap of 5.5 billion, and I don't really say this often, but I think that's about right as of right now. I mean, obviously in the future I think it should grow, but as of right now in this semi bearish market, or at least the market filled with fear, I think this is actually quite nice. A lot of volume. I mean, here we had this crazy move. I don't really know what happened there, but yeah, after that, more than 1 billion volume. Now around 400, and like on average I think it's about, and on average if we look at it weekly, I think it's somewhere around 350 million, which is a lot. So that's nice as well. That also makes it tradable. This was my last analysis on NEAR protocol. I think that worked out pretty well, so that's nice. But from there, from my price target, it actually dropped down all the way to 8.9. I am going to ignore this price move. I don't really know what that was. But yeah, and from now it tried to get back up to this 11.0 level, but it actually dropped down from there even more. So yeah, I mean, if we're zooming out to the daily, it's a very weird market structure, as you can see, because you could kind of argue that it's been consolidating between 6.4 and ultimately, well, around 11.9 to make it a little bit more, a little bit easier on us, with with the price sometimes moving out of that range. So kind of like this. But then if you look at the 4 hour, it more looks like a very weird consolidation and some small trends within it. So in my opinion, if we're looking at the price right now, we're entering a very important level of about 10.0. So the whole level strictly is 9.67 up until 10.0. And I think basically two things can happen. I think the least likely scenario is that breaks. I think we've had too much bullishness of NEAR protocol while we were in this semi-bear market. It's not a bear market, but you know what I mean. So that's why I don't think there's enough buyer power to actually do something like this, so that it would break to 10.5, take a retest off of 9.8 and get to 11.1. I mean, if it does break, that seems like a good scenario. I don't think it will reach around 12.0 again, but we could reach 11.1 again. But then, as I said, it would really need to break up until 10.5, 10.43. What I think is more likely is that from here we drop down. So from that level I just talked about, maybe find some support at 9.25, take a break retest off of the same level, probably a little bit lower. And then eventually I think the important price level within this scenario is 8.75 or around that level. So 8.9 up until 8.70. 78, 75, 70, 79, you know what I mean. Because from that level, I mean, just because I think the whole market is getting stronger, I think we are going to get a nice move out of this. So again, at least up until 9.75 or 10.0, and then we have the same dilemma as we have right now when we are nearing this area, and that is if we will break it, or again drop down to this level. So that would be something for an update on this price prediction, because first of all, then that really needs to happen, because the outcome out of that situation, so when it again comes to 10.0, really depends on the price action before that, so between now and when that move happens, and on the whole state of the crypto market then. So I actually think this is the most likely. I mean, what could also happen, I mean, at the end we exhausted a lot of buyer pressure right here, and we reached, if you count this as a consolidation, we have reached the upper bound of the consolidation. So we might also see something like this. that it breaks, and if it does break, I think we will find quite a big bearish breakout, probably up until 8.1, 8.0, and then we could take a break retest and drop down as low as 7.6. But yeah, again, as I said, I think this is the most likely scenario, but I just wanted to prepare you for different scenarios with different conditions. So if you have any questions about these conditions and when what scenario comes into play, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll make sure to explain it a little bit more thoroughly if you want that. So that's basically my analysis on the NEAR protocol. As I said, if you have any questions, let me know. As always, this is not financial advice, it's just my opinion based on technical analysis, and I'd always advise you to do your own research as well. So having said that, thank you all for watching and listening, and I hope to see you all in my next videos. Bye.